Get ready, start. The move to place political parties under the Right to Information Act RTI has drawn sharp protests from every major political party. The principal argument: political parties are not public authorities. At the final Central Information Commission CIC hearing held before a full bench on November 1, political parties claimed exemption from the RTI Act on the bizarre ground that revealing names of their donors might endanger the donor's life and that it would impact the party's decision making process. The CIC verdict has been reserved and will be announced shortly. Interestingly, the Congress was the only major party absent at this final CIC hearing. The BJP, BSP, CPM, and NCP, among others, were present. Under Section 2H of the RTI Act 2005, a public authority is defined as any non-governmental organization substantially financed directly or indirectly by funds provided by the appropriate government. The Congress and the BJP, for instance, received rupees 2008 crore and rupees 994 crore respectively between 2004-5 and 2010-11 from mostly undisclosed sources. Placing political parties under the RTI Act will open politics to public scrutiny, regulate political party funding, and clean up our electoral ecosystem. Transparency will also discourage transactions such as the Congress's reported rupees 90 crore loan to non-profit company Young India, owned by Congress President Sonia Gandhi and General Secretary Rahul Gandhi. Because politics is seen as a rentier profession with huge rewards most election, the demand for seats vastly outstrips supply. There are 543 directly elected Lok Sabha MPs, 250 collegium elected Rajya Sabha MPs, and over 4,000 MLAs. Winning a seat in parliament or assembly is seen as a ticket to wealth and not public service. The result is that three kind of people are given ticket by most political parties: those who can pay for it, those who belong to political dynasties, and those who pull votes because of religion or caste. The Election Commission EC concedes that its rupees 40 lakh expenditure limit for Lok Sabha candidates, rupees 25 lakh for the Vidhan Sabha, is routinely violated. The average expenditure per Lok Sabha seat for a candidate belonging to a mainstream party is estimated at between rupees 10 crore and 20 crore. The party funds some of its candidates. In most cases, candidates sponsor their own candidates. Both party and candidates have two sources of funding: corporate donations and money skimmed off scams. With around 3,000 serious candidates contesting 543 Lok Sabha seats, the cash that courses through every Lok Sabha election is over 30,000 crore. Black money from illegal gratification in PPP projects, social welfare schemes, land allotments, and natural resources allocations bolsters candidates' spending power. The EC's tough monitoring has been unable to stem the relentless flow of unaccounted cash into elections. The sources of black money in elections can be reduced by introducing system of detailed audit of all registered political parties. The Comptroller and Auditor General CAG has 48,000 employees.